We're going to need those cats to quiet down back there. Oh yeah, I gotta load this thing up so I can actually see the dialogue. Okay. Would you look at that? 28 streams later. Who would have thunk it? Hate how you always have to change the chat filter from top messages to all messages. Just very, very annoying. Alright, we're 1 minute into the stream, which means I can officially start swearing very soon. We're just waiting on a wrench. As usual, probably in a Expedition 33 world. I guess while we're waiting for him, I should go ahead and read through some statistics. Welcome to the Thundercloud Corpse Doe. Man, some of these averages are looking so bad for the Blue Jays. 3 guys hitting under 200. Actually, 4. The Stefanik needs to go. He looks awful. Varsho, though, can't complain about him. He's got 8 home runs, so he's got the thunder in his bat. Santander, though, he's got thunder in his bat, but he hasn't been showing it while he's been a member of the Blue Jays anyway. But hopefully he's just a couple games away from a hot streak there. I will have to set my roster for tomorrow. So everyone make sure your roster is set. For those of you that are in the Pete Rose Bowl. Welcome to the Thundercloud Sage. I just had to kill. Let me get the exact statistical inference here. Nearly 2 minutes and 40 seconds because you were that slow. I mean, granted, it's better than showing up 5 minutes late. So it's an improvement. But we're going to need you to improve every day until you're here before the stream even shows up. I expect better out of my wrench, okay? Alright. We're going to kick things off. We're going to start with what is always advised by my wrench, the Toronto Blue Jays. So for the Blue Jays, what do we have on the docket tonight? Oh, we got a win. We're teetering on 500 again. We're 27 and 28. We won a 2-0 ball game. Didn't score anything on offense. In fact, our best hitter, well, I mean, Vladimir Guerrero was 2 for 3. Can't really knock him there. Addison Barger was 2 for 4. He's actually up to damn near a 730 OPS, which isn't too bad, actually. So he's actually kind of earning his keep this year. Nathan Lukes, 2 for 3, 784. So, I mean, he's doing pretty good offensively. Some of these guys, like the Sanchez guy's a catcher, so I mean, he's barely played. Not going to get after him. The Stefanik guy looks awful. He needs to be demoted. Bo Bichette had a pinch hit home run, so he was a little banged up. They brought him in, and I believe it was the top of the 9th inning. He went 1 for 1. Obviously hitting a home run, as I just stated, and driving in the only 2 runs that we had for the game. Today's pitching looks very strange. Looks like it was kind of like a spot start game. So some guy named Schultz pitched 2 2/3 inning. 4 strikeouts, though, which is not bad. Eric Lauer, 3 3 1/3 inning. Eric Lauer's at 2.75. I knew that was a good signing. An excellent minor league signing. He continues to carry his weight, although it doesn't look like he's the guy that's going to have like many innings in him, or maybe they're still trying to build him up a bit. I don't know. This Fisher guy was in. did well. 2 strikeouts in an inning and a third. Brendan Little picked up the win. Brendan Little's now 3-0, 1.46 ERA, and he only had to pitch 2/3 of an inning to do so. And Jeff Hoffman did pick up his 12th save of the year. His ERA still looks ugly. We don't need to go over it. But the Blue Jays pick up the win. They're 27-28. Who do the Blue Jays play next? Let's just check that out and see. Looks like the next game will come against the lowly, or the next series will come against the lowly Athletics. It'll start tomorrow at 7:07 Eastern Standard Time. So the Jays, let's just sweep a fucking series. Let's just sweep a series. Get 2 games above 500. Work on getting 5 games over. That's all I'm asking. That's not really that much of an ask when I'm asking for you to get 5 games over in the next, 15 to 20 games. We're going to move off baseball except for one piece of news, and I do not know who in our league owns Paul Skeens, but Paul Skeens did strike out 7 in 6 2/3 scoreless frames in a 10-1 routing of the Arizona Diamondbacks earlier today. He lowers his ERA to 2.15. His strikeout to walk ratio is 77-18. So that's a pretty damn good ratio there. Pretty damn good for a second year in the league. I mean, he might actually be up for Cy Young again. It's too bad he plays on the Pittsburgh Pirates where, let's face it, no one really watches the Pittsburgh Pirates because they've been terrible probably since 1986, 1993, in that range when they had Barry Bonds. I think they've been shit since Barry Bonds, honestly. But, I mean, he's great. He's a phenom. Eventually, he'll just end up signing with the Yankees in about, 4.5 years. So, get used to it. Because I know I'll have to. We had an uneventful game in the NBA tonight. Not very competitive whatsoever. OKC knocked off the Minnesota Timberwolves 124-94. They are moving to the NBA Finals. Do we have any notables here? I mean, Julius Randle showed up this game. Instead of having 5 points, he had 24. Anthony Edwards, again, 19 points, but 1 for 7 shooting from 3. He was kind of a disappointment. And I'm not necessarily sure that's 100% against him. I think it's the depth of OKC, the defensive pressuring of OKC, and just the other guys weren't really doing their job as well. But, yeah, there you go. OKC moves on. Let's just see what they did. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, another big game, put up 34 points, shooting 14 for 25 from field goal range, and only went to the line 4 for 4. So for a guy who is a little baby back bitch who relies so much on faking fouls in order to get to the line, tonight he didn't do that. Chet Holmgren, who has bitchy arms, 22 points, so he had another good game. 7'2", but I guarantee you I could kick his ass because lanky-armed motherfucker is all I'm going to say about him. Jalen Williams was solid again, 7 for 14, 19 points on the board. And from the bench, some motherfucker named Isaiah Joe, 11 points in 5 minutes. So, shot 3 for 3 from 3, so good work, Isaiah Joe. That means that there's only one game for tomorrow. That will be the Pacers going on the road to face the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. We'll see if Tyrese Halliburton and company have what it takes to knock off Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. I feel like Game 4, whoever won Game 4 was going to win the series, so I'm going to stick to it. I do think the Pacers are going to win the series. Now, if the Knicks can just win this game, they're at home, they're favored, they're favored to win by 5 points or more. If the Knicks can win this one, they can really put the pressure on the Pacers. Because I think if it goes to Game 7, the Knicks will win it. But again, they're 0-2 at home this series. It doesn't necessarily mean a goddamn thing whatsoever. But I still think there's hope for New York, but yeah, we'll see who goes on to face OKC. So we'll see. I think the Pacers have more depth. I think they will take care of business, and that's all there is to it. The Florida Panthers found themselves in a hole early in the game tonight. They were down 2-0 after one frame against the Carolina Hurricanes. But after that, it was pretty much all them. They scored 3 goals in the second period, 2 in the third. They knocked off Carolina in 5 games with a 5-3 win tonight. Tkachuk starting to get hot. He didn't score a goal against the Leafs, but he had a goal and an assist tonight. Sam Bennett had a goal and an assist. Some motherfucker named Antoine Lundell scored. Actually, I remember him against the Leafs. He was a pretty solid player. And just kind of a balanced attack. This, I don't know how to say his name. Verhaeghe? Is it Verhaeghe? Carter Verhaeghe? Or is it Carter Verhaeghe? Obviously, I won't be able to tell if you write it because it's not going to tell me a goddamn thing. And yeah, this Evan Rodriguez guy scored a goal as well. So, I mean, Bobrovsky didn't necessarily play great tonight, you know. He had 20 saves out of 23 shots, but Sergei Bobrovsky and company are going to the finals for a, I believe, 3rd straight year after having won last year. And when we kind of look at it, there was only one team that was competitive with the Florida Panthers in this playoff, and it was the Toronto Maple Leafs, who took it to 7 games. They beat the Hurricanes in 5. They also beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in 5. So if we're going to talk about choking, we should probably talk about the teams that did worse than the Leafs. So that means let's include Carolina and Rod Brindamore's crew. Let's, bring up Tampa Bay and Steven Stamkos' crew as well, because the Leafs did it better. They did it gooder than the other 2 teams. But tomorrow we've got, Dallas and Oilers. It's going back to Dallas, so I mean, I don't think the series is over. Sage, if you're betting, I know you want to do a little bet tomorrow. Why not run it back? Why not run the parlay back, put the Dallas Stars and the New York Knicks on your betting card? Second time's a charm is what I've always said, right? So I think it might be a good little sprinkle there. I do think Florida's the team to beat. So they do win the Eastern Conference. And we're just waiting the winner of the Oilers and Stars. The Oilers do have a commanding 3-1 lead, but 3-1 leads can evaporate very quickly. So if Dallas can pull off tomorrow's game, who the hell knows what's going to happen there. In terms of other news, we've got Vrabel talking about something. Don't give a shit. Some guy died today. 18 years old, never heard of him, playing for Baylor. I guess there was a shootout in Mississippi or something that took his life. There's a bullshit ESPN article saying about Harbaugh cutting Tucker was a complex decision. Well, it didn't seem that complex to me. He was taking advantage, it seems, of massage therapists. Seems like a no-brainer. Let's take a look at our beloved Pete Rose Bowl. And I do see that people have made some moves. By moves, I mean a move, that being Bowden Francis, has been picked up by Vlad the Impalers, and J.P. Sears has been relegated to free agency. I'm still a game back of Sage. I am up 14-0 on the 5th place seed, formerly 3rd place seed last week. But Sage is not fucking backing down. Tommy Callahan's auto parts are up 14-0 as well against Graham's great team. We've got Dan being stuck 9-5 against Alexander's great team, or astounding team, or whatever that team name is. And then we've got Mother and Nathan's lady friend doing battle in a close 8-6 ball game. So still early in the week. Again, remember to set your rosters. I did forget to set mine, so I'm going to set them right now. Y'all should do the same. So Tomorrow's Thursday, I think, isn't it? The stream could commence sooner tomorrow because I'm probably going to leave work early. So I'll leave work early and maybe we'll get a little Red Dead Redemption in. Sage was telling me I need to do it more, but I don't think there'll be any Red Dead Redemption tonight. We're getting far though. I think we're close to 10% into Red Dead Redemption, so I think we'll take care of business. You know, why is this not signing out? I signed out of this so long ago. Sage, can we please be provided with a Caitlin Clark update? I know that typically, whenever I ask if there's any news around the league, you usually say CC, and I say who? Sabathia. So what's our updates for tonight, Sage? Do we have anything? And also, I'd like to congratulate my wrench, Sage, for beating Expedition 33 in about 50 hours. Congratulations, Sage. It's an iconic day for you to have beaten that game. No updates at all? We don't have anything? Well then, I guess that's time. It's time for you to hit the like button. And we'll get the hell out of here. Oh! 28 streams later was inspired by the movie 28 Years Later, which is slated to drop June 20th, 2025. Which is just a couple weeks around the corner. So that's where I got that idea. Also had just a great picture with that panther looking ferocious. No one's going to fuck with that type of a panther, in my opinion. All right, guys, I'm out. We'll be back to Red Dead Redemption. Let me just find out what the schedule is. Do you work tomorrow? Apparently he can't hear me. I'll try it one more time. Do you work tomorrow? He must have the headphones. Blaring. So, yeah, that's a wrap. We're gonna gift wrap this like Canada Post want, and we're gonna head on out. Have a good night, guys.